It's time for health tips. Now here's your host, Dr. Alma Jenkins.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Alma Jenkins, and here we are again with health tips. I am always thrilled each Saturday to come into your home, and I'm so thankful that you allow me in on Saturday nights, and I hope that you are inviting a friend over to sit with you as you watch the show. Remember that we would love to have you send us an invitation to your group, to your church, and we'll come and talk about whatever medical topic that you would like us to talk about, or if you just want us to pick something, we can. I also want you to send us any healthful recipes that you've done, or if you've tweaked something that we've already shown, maybe you tweaked it and made it better. Send that in to us. Let us see what you've done with it, and then if we like that, or we try it and it's as delicious as I'm sure it must be for you to send it in, then we may be asking you to come on the show and make it for us. Okay? So we'd love to hear from you. Just give us a buzz by sending us a note to the station, and I'm sure we'll get it if you'll send it in to WHFL. All right? Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, when I go to the cafeteria at the hospital, sometimes they'll have these wonderful recipes, healthy recipes at the counter. So I just happened to pick up one, and it was a light Caesar salad with chicken. So I thought, I think I'll make that, and I'm going to tweak it the way I want it to. And the way I tweaked it is to add some mushrooms to it, because I love mushrooms. So the ingredients in this salad we're going to go over in a little bit, but let me just tell you, for those of you who love meat, I have in this salad some chicken. Okay, so I'm not going to prepare as much chicken as it calls for a pound. I'm just going to prepare some chicken, but I'm going to use the amount that it calls for in making the dressing. So this is going to be interesting, because in this dressing, we're going to use low-cal mayonnaise, okay? We have mustard, pepper, lemon juice, garlic. You know how I love garlic. Asiago cheese. Now, some of you wonder, what is that? I went to the store and just got it, and he ground it up for me, okay? And red wine vinegar, okay? And of course, we're gonna have some salad, the salad cut up, and some croutons. So I'm gonna set this all over here. Okay, I'm gonna set that over there. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and do our chicken. Now, sometimes it's convenient to just cut the chicken up before you put it in here. But I think it's going to be easier for us to go ahead and put the chicken in here and let it saute. I'm not even going to put any salt or pepper on the chicken, but I'm going to let this get warm, get hot really, and then I'm going to put my chicken in there and some mushrooms, and we're going to saute that. Now, I do like my chicken, to be done, so, I'm going to saute it the way that I like my chicken to be. And I hope that you will like it as well. Now, normally what I do, we sometimes will exercise while the stuff is getting ready. And this is a quick dish. You might want to fix enough that you can have some later on to put on some fresh greens, okay? How many of you planted a garden this year? I'm still working on that. But that's another thing. If you plant, your lettuce and your tomatoes and various things, then you've got that for your salad. You can make a quick salad just by running out to your yard. And that's really fun to be able to do. I do it when I want to get some rosemary. I have a big rosemary bush in the backyard. Okay, so I think that's about ready now. So you don't want it to start smoking. So we're going to put our little chicken cutlets in there. I'm going to do 2. And I'm gonna let that get a little bit more done before I put my mushrooms in there, okay? So I'm gonna let that work a little bit, and while that's doing that, I'm going to do some exercise. Let's just let that saute some. All right, you get your cans out? You got your cans? All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Smile while you're doing this. 7, and 8. You're getting those arms ready because you know it's getting summer and you want to go to the beach and you want to look buff, right? And 1, and 2, 3, and 4. Now let's march a little bit. 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5. Let's turn this down a little bit. 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10, 11. Swing your arms. 12. You're burning more calories when you swing your arms. All right? And let's stop and turn the chicken over. Now this is really a no-stick pan, but you know, it's had little dings in it, so things do stick a bit with it. This is chicken breast. Now if you want it to cook a little faster, what you can do is beat it flat, okay? Or you can make little cuts in it, like so that the heat gets through. Now this is a good way to mess up your pan too when you cut it when it's in the pan, because you're gonna make some little dings in your pan, but I thought of this after I had it in here. Plus this pan is about had it anyway. But anyway, that's gonna cook a little bit quicker because of what I did. I don't like to cut into chicken and it's red. That's just one of my pet peeves. I just don't like that. So we're gonna let that cook a little bit more. All right, and while that's doing that, you know what we're gonna do, right? 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7. You know what's important though? You didn't see me put any salt on that chicken, did you? Not a bit. I didn't put any salt on it. But when we get done and we cut it up and put it in the salad, I think you're gonna find that it's gonna be seasoned well. It's gonna taste seasoned, okay? All righty. Okay? Can you do this with me? Come on now, I want you to get off the couch, get you some cans. That's why I use cans. You don't have to go to Walmart or anywhere and buy any weights. Each one of these cans is, this can, how many ounces? 15 ounces for this can, and 15 ounces for both. They're both 15 ounces, okay? And what is a pound? 16 ounces, is that right? So you got almost 2 pounds that you're doing. That's not bad, it's not a lot. Okay, let's check our chicken. Browning up some here. Yeah. And when you cut through it and you can see that it's really getting done, but it's not quite there yet. Not quite where we want it. Now, if you put a top on that, that's gonna help that. So I'm gonna walk around here and get the top. Okay. Get our top. It's a little wet here. And so that the heat can make that get ready quicker. All right. And I'm going to turn it down a little bit and let the heat kind of get to it. 1, 2, ready, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Okay, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's check our chicken one more time. See how much time we have. Ooh, time goes fast. That's looking good. Okay, about another minute or two, and we're gonna get our plate here. We're gonna put this on the plate and put it in the refrigerator and let it chill. Okay, because I think this is ready. See, that didn't take long at all. And I think if you cut through this chicken, I think you'll find it to be good and done. Good and done. Now, I didn't even put my my mushrooms in there yet. I'm not even going to get those anything but just a little bit seared, because I love mushrooms raw anyway. Any kind of way, I love them. We're going to take our chicken out. Saute our mushrooms a little bit. Now, when I do my mushrooms, I don't mind putting a little bit of pepper on them. Just a little bit, okay? Just to spice it up some. I'm gonna put these on there too, okay? And so I'm gonna put this out of the way now. And once we get that going, what we wanna do is cut up our chicken. You can wait till it cools, or you can cut it up the way that it is, you know. I'm gonna cut the chicken up. It's well done. You don't see any red parts to this chicken, okay? And it would cut easier when it gets cold too, by the way. Now I'm gonna set this chicken in the refrigerator. Now we're gonna mix the other ingredients up that we have for our Caesar salad. But you know, I like to wipe everything down and keep it nice and clean as we go. Now, one thing that will help you when you make this is that most every ingredient in it is about, I would say most every ingredient in it is a tablespoon. About a tablespoon. I got this clear thing so you can see better, okay? So we have, and you know, I could get a smaller dish because, we'll use this, why not? Okay, so I got my little measuring spoon, tablespoon of lemon juice, tablespoon, okay? A tablespoon of red wine vinegar, oh boy, okay, a half of a cup of mayonnaise, light mayonnaise, half a cup. Okay, and 1.5 tablespoon of garlic. 1. I think it's like 1 1/4 actually. 1/4. Okay. And then 1 1/4 of mustard. I got one of these old mustard things now. Okay, a little bit more mustard. Okay. Okay. All right. This is like the dressing. Now you know you want to kind of taste it and see. I'm gonna taste this dressing. You know that's good. It really is. Now I think I put all of the, now we have the salad and we have the croutons and the Asiago. I'm not gonna tell you where I got this salad from. It's a little wilted looking, but I think it's gonna be good. And some croutons. Okay, and the Asiago cheese. Now, if you want to put some tomatoes in there, in that salad, I don't have any in here, in this. Got my Asiago cheese. I've got my croutons. I love croutons. You can overdo it though. Okay. And that depends on how much dressing. You put as much dressing on there as you would like. Okay. All right, and you have a nice salad there. Okay. Now the truth though is in the tasting. And what I like is I like my lettuce to be kind of cut up some. This lettuce is kind of a lot. I'm gonna cut it up some here so I can get a nice bite. Okay, so let's taste it. Let me tell you something. You don't have to go to any restaurant to have something like this. This is delicious. And you know what? It tastes custom. It tastes like something you might go out to a restaurant and get. And I don't even have any tomatoes in it, and that really helps a salad. But I'm gonna try another piece with the crouton on it and the dressing. I am not kidding. That is so delicious. Now you know how you can tweak that? You can put some nuts in there. You can, you know, and now if you use this, the recipe says that there are, I think, 330 calories. But now, you know, I put a little extra dressing on there. But 330 calories. Now, what would be a serving? Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to get my little cheat sheet here. Per serving, 330 calories. Now, this says that you could have a pound of boneless, skinless chicken breast. And I'm sure a serving is probably something like a tablespoon of dressing, something like that. You know, certainly no more than a tablespoon and a half, but maybe a tablespoon is because that dressing is kind of rich, but you're using light salad dressing. You can even use fat-free mayonnaise, you know, if some people don't like anything fat-free. But a serving is going to be where you have, you know, a cup of salad and you put maybe a tablespoon of dressing on it. I tell you, this is so good. I got to have another bit of it. That red wine vinegar really brings out the flavor of the rest of the ingredients. And the Asiago cheese. Well, you said, what kind of cheese is that? Well, I don't know, but they call it Asiago cheese. And you use a tablespoon of that. What does it say? A tablespoon of grated Asiago cheese to go in there. Now I have more than a tablespoon in here probably. But if you put just a tablespoon of cheese in there, then this will come to, per serving, about 330 calories. Now, we didn't put any salt on the chicken. And we haven't put the chicken in there yet. We're gonna put our chicken in here and maybe some of the mushrooms. Put a few bits of chicken, that some of it didn't get cut up. Put some chicken there, okay? Now let's just stir that up. I already got the dressing in there. Now when you do this, because we almost forgot the chicken, when you do this, you're gonna put the chicken on there first and then pour your dressing, put your dressing on, okay? So the chicken can get some of that. But I'm gonna go ahead and taste a piece of it with the chicken, just to give you an idea of what it tastes like when you've got everything in it. I don't want to get much chicken because I'm pretty much on the vegetarian side. So I don't eat a lot of meat, but I'm going to taste this for you. Okay. You're going to love that. It was already good. You know, without the, let's put the rest of the mushrooms in there because I love mushrooms. It was already good without the chicken. So you can have this without the chicken. But once you put the chicken in there, you got a meal basically. Now let's see what the mushrooms do for it. You can take that to work and you got a meal. Not only that, but when you finish eating it, you're not gonna be like, oh, I gotta go take a nap. You can eat this, feel energized, go back to work and not feel sleepy, okay? Because you don't have a lot of grease in here, you don't have a lot of meat in here, and what you do have of meat is practically like grilled, you know. And we used olive oil as well. Remember, don't let the oil smoke. Once you start getting olive oil smoking, you lose the nutritional, the good part of the olive oil, because then it becomes more of a health hazard, okay? Because some of those ingredients then change and they're no longer as healthy when you let it smoke. So don't do that. But I hope that you will enjoy this. Again, you can put your tomatoes in there or whatever other vegetables you want. That's not going to change the calorie value that much because, as you know, eating a lot of veggies doesn't give you as many calories as eating a lot of meat. So I think you'll love this. The other thing that makes it good is make up your chicken ahead of time, cut it up, put it in the refrigerator, let it chill, and then put it on top of this salad. I think you'll just love it, okay? So I'm gonna have one more little bit and then we're gonna exercise for these last couple of minutes. And again, I love mushrooms, so I added mushrooms, okay? You know how you go to like Olive Garden and you eat that salad and you say, oh my goodness, that salad is good with the dressing. This tastes as good as that. I am telling you. Let me go over the ingredients one more time with you because I want you to make this for your family because it's healthy. We only have a minute. We used garlic. We used red wine vinegar. We used Asiago cheese. We had some chicken and we put some mushrooms. We had some croutons and we used some pepper. Do put a little pepper in there too, okay? And then of course we had the mayonnaise, okay? We had the mayonnaise. Now, if you want it to look real pretty, you can shake some sesame seeds in there if you want to. All right, I love sesame seeds, okay? So the dressing, once you make it, is kind of thick, all right? So don't overdo it when you put it on your salad because you don't want to get any more calories than you have to. But I do want you to make this salad because it's not, you will feel good after you eat it, and it's healthy, okay? It's got about 520 or so milligrams of sodium, so maybe that's all you want to have for your lunch, all right? I am so thrilled that you watched tonight. We did a healthy chicken Caesar salad, a light chicken Caesar salad. And as you can see, you can do that all within 30 minutes, and then you're ready to feed your family some lunch, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Alma Jenkins. Such a pleasure to be with you tonight. Tune in next Saturday. Good night. And then 1 1/4 of mustard. I got one of these old mustard things now. Whoop. Now, we didn't put any salt on the chicken, and we haven't put the chicken in there yet. Hold on. So that was just without any meat in it. Now